hour is late. A hero was lost. And the enemy approaches to render all in fire. Alaroth, I'll guard you yet. May deliverance alight as I become your Aegis.
Spectre, and why do you seek me out?
Why does anyone seek you out, the questing knight? Be they beggar, bishop or baron, they need your gifts. Ah, how good it is to be here in this empire of dream, desire, and fruition, where one is truly omnipotent. That those possibilities are but ephemeral illusions, as long as I remain caged in the darkness of a hostile realm.
Maybe you should tell us who you are before we continue this conversation.
I am nothing. Where once I was. My name, an omen. My actions, roots of awe and fear. Yet this matters not until I am free again. To get here, that was nothing, for I know this place well, and as yet retain an inkling of my abilities. In Livelong I am weak, but in Livelong I must be strong once more. See my undead legions walk before me.
If it is indeed the breeze of the abyss you hanker for, I believe it best you be kept shackled.
You speak before your turn, secret incarnation. You have not yet heard my terms. I will take you away from here, dragon, and bring you to the city of Alaroth, where my true self rots away deep beneath the cobbled streets, kept alive only by my dormant powers. Free me, and I will free the divine in turn.
Doesn't matter what you say, you don't really have a choice.
Well said. The time of words is over. The hour of action has dawned. To Alaroth, then, without delay!
Be careful, Dragon Knight. Do not risk what the release of this thing may beget for my sake. Here dwells evil. Do not forget.
Knight. Where have you been? What has happened? Does Ikerna live, and is the Damned One dead?
You have gained new insights.
Ikerna lives, and so, unfortunately, does Damien.
What? It cannot be. How did this happen?
Doesn't matter, General. Believe it or not, we have more important matters to discuss.
But what could possibly be more urgent than the great siege that is about to befall our world? You must have seen. Alaroth is under attack.
The liberation of the Divine, who, contrary to popular belief, is still alive and ready to be freed.
Belagar's bollocks! It cannot be! Pardon my language, my friend, but this is the most fortuitous news I have heard in a very long time. And you have the means to enact this miracle.
I do, but the method I shall keep to myself. It is a delicate matter after all.
Of course. I trust you will see us through like you have done before. But even if you can free Lucian, I fear it may not be enough to turn the tide. Alaroth is in imminent peril, and she needs the dragon to deliver her.
If Alaroth is in peril, I must help. What can I do?
Divine, where to begin? As you have most certainly noticed, we are trapped beneath a canopy of flying fortresses that threaten to destroy the city. Fortunately, Zandalor has a plan, no matter how desperate, that involves you and Alaroth's liberation.
So this entire plan depended on my return. What if I had... whatever.
Though there is no alternative plan, we did send someone on Zandalor's mission in case you had fallen in the Hall of Echoes. You know her well. It was Commander Rogue who took up the challenge and ventured into the dark. Yes, to anticipate your question, she was placed under arrest last time you met. But the greatest dragon slayer in history belongs in the field, not behind bars chewing old bread, wouldn't you say? What a woman, Dragon Knight. I pray I may soon look into her feral yet gorgeous eyes again.
You haven't heard of her since?
I have not. But I hope with all my heart she is yet alive. But let us get back to Zandalor's plan. Here is what he told me. When the fortresses started to appear above Alaroth like black stars in a noon sky, he realized all were doomed unless he sought help. This is why he delved for an ancient being buried in the catacombs beneath the city. It lies incarcerated by the most unyielding sorceries known to any living mage, a combination of locks and barriers. And yet Zandalor removed from it the first spell of protection so he could use it to shield Alaroth. This was a desperate act. For if what dwells there breaks free, a second Damien will arise. And yet it is him you need to find, the tightly chained essence of the mad wizard, Berlin.
If this man is so dangerous, why must I seek him out?
Zandalor knows he cannot hold the shield forever, so he bid me to tell you you will need to contact Berlin and persuade him to cede to you the Eye of the Patriarch.
So who is Berlin really, and why is he important under Alaroth?
I honestly have no idea. This man, or creature, was completely unknown to me until Zandalor informed me of its existence. I asked him what he knew and how, but he remained strangely reticent. For the first time since I have known him, and that has been a good many years, I think I saw fear in his eyes. Never have I felt so nerve-shatteringly uncomfortable.
Why is the shield finite?
Right now it is the heart of the city, the life's blood that shelters it from death. Yet, like any other heart, sooner or later, its beat is doomed to stop. But I can see you are not in the mood for metaphors. It boils down to this. Upholding the shield costs a tremendous amount of mental energy that will eventually exhaust even a wizard's mind. Suffice to say, we have hours, not days.
What on earth is the Eye of the Patriarch?
It is a device of massive destruction that will allow us to obliterate Damien's horror-fueled armada. The logistic particulars are unclear to me as yet, but we'll tackle those when we get there.
Suppose I find Berlin. What then?
Somehow, you will need to persuade him to give you the eye. Barter with him. Promise him everything in return, but do not free him. Even if it means failure, do not set him loose. If you can, bring us back the eye.
And Road is already on his trail, with information as vague as this?
Yes and no. Before she set off, Road told me she would consult a famous historian. She believes he would know more about Berlin and the dungeon he is in. Maybe you should seek him out as well. A scholar named Thaddeus. He is perhaps the most erudite member of the Prancing Seahorse. You know this establishment, do you not? The Gentleman's Club? Mind you, it's more than that. Their library is a veritable treasure trove for those with an interest in obscure magic. But I shall keep you no longer, unless you have further questions. Time is of the essence. Time is what we lack.
Anything else I can do for you while I'm in the city?
My word, you can. But I hesitate to ask even more of you.
Asking him that, or later when he's in the ministry, will give you the side quest Dead Rising.
Once you venture beyond Mardanius Plaza, you will find a whole district of death. A no-go zone. Barred and barren. Not long after you closed the rifts and left to find Agerna's soul, an uprising began. An uprising of walking dead. I declared that part of the city lost, because I cannot jeopardize the life of one more champion. Still, if you could find the fountainhead of this plague, and let run dry that hellish well, once more all of Alaroth would be in your debt.
Goodbye for now, Augustus.
Best of luck, Dragon Knight.
So, now you know who I am. Know what lies deep under rock and earth. Even Zandalor bids you to find me, and you will. Find me. Release me.